However, Scone itself is a very important place in the history of Scotland. As early as the 6th century, it was the kingdom of the Picts. The Picts lived here, and this was the capital of the kingdom of the Picts. However, none of the buildings which exist now existed then. Then, in the early 9th century, about the year 848, Kenneth MacAlpin, who was King of the Scots, now the Scots were based in the west of Scotland. Their territory was west of Scotland. It was known as Dal Riadag. Then Kenneth MacAlpin, who was King of the Scots, came to Scone, and he united the Scots and the Picts, and he was the first king of the kingdom which was then known as Alba. So he united the Scots and the Picts. Now, have you all heard of the Stone of Scone, also known as the Stone of Destiny? Well, there are many legends about the Stone of Destiny. However, the main belief is that it was brought here by Kenneth MacAlpin in the 9th century, and he was crowned the first king upon the Stone of Destiny, or the Stone of Scone. It was then kept here at Scone, and the kings of the Scots were crowned sitting upon the Stone of Destiny, and the ceremony took place in the open air. It was, I'll point out where it took place as we move up to the palace. Now that continued until the year 1296, when Edward I, King of England, invaded Scotland, and he took the Stone of Destiny from, at that time it was kept in an Augustinian abbey which was built here in the 12th century. He took it from Scone Abbey down to Westminster Abbey in London, and it remained there for 700 years before it was brought back to Scotland in 1996, and it is now in Edinburgh Castle. So, do you visit Edinburgh Castle? Well, you'll be able to see the original stone, or at least what's believed to be the original stone. Now, I say there were many legends because one of the most believed is that when Edward invaded Scotland, the monks in the abbey knew that the English army were coming. So some people believe that they fashioned a copy of the Stone of Scone from local stone and hid the original, brought here by Kenneth MacAlpin, somewhere in the hills around here. And some believe that the original stone is still hidden here, round about here, and it was a copy that Edward took down to London. So if that were true, it would be a copy in Edinburgh today. However, we do have a replica of the one in Edinburgh on the hill just outside the door of the palace. So, if everyone's ready, we can make our way up, and we'll stop briefly at the hill. It's known as Moot Hill, and the kings of the Scots were crowned there on Moot Hill. But that is a very important, very historical monument, because it's believed that that has been there for hundreds of years, even before Kenneth MacAlpin came. Now, there is another legend which says that, known as Moot Hill, but it's also known as Boot Hill. Not like the American West, but Boot Hill. How that came about was that when the kings of the Scots were crowned, all the nobles from the surrounding territories would come to pay homage and swear loyalty to the new king, and they would carry soil from their territory on their boots, and then as they approached the hill, they would kick the soil off onto the hill as a tribute to the new king. So it was sometimes known as Boot Hill. Yes?
Can you take pictures in the palace?
No, I'm afraid not. I was just about to say. Unfortunately, no pictures within the palace. All right here, but within the palace we can. And obviously outside. Right, if everyone's ready, we'll move up, stopping briefly at Moot Hill.